our apologies. We got pulled at a really weird time, so I screenshotted the final set of picks and bans and just pumped them in really quickly because they beat us to making them. So, anyways, this is what is on your screen is the picks and bans for game number 2. Torpedo banned out in some order. I missed the order for bans. I think it's fairly accurate though to have been Hell, Afro, Apollo, while Dcypher banned out Athena, Xingchen, and Sol. However, that did mean that Torpedo was able to first pick Janus, and Dcypher was, however, also able to then get Zhong and Batz. Then we see Thor and Cupid getting picked up for Torpedo, followed by a Sylvanus for Dcypher, implying that they needed early game clear, probably why we then saw the Apollo ban out coming out from Torpedo. Medusa and Chronos got picked up last for Dcypher, while a Khepri and a Hades for Torpedo. Soza, what are your thoughts, on the draft?
I think it's very important they actually got rid of the Aphrodite here, as JustLofes played absolutely lights out with that one. This time around, Darzer also has access to Zhong as well, so that's going to be incredibly rough for them to deal with. The Zhong still has the 100% win rate, I think, in this tournament. At least close. In the finals.
It's close.
It's at least very close to 100% throughout the whole, throughout this group and final stages here, as they're getting pulled to the game finally. All in all, I think that, well, they're still Dcypher able to get their same style of team with them. They got the healing focus. They have a mid laner who can keep himself running in these fights here. It's going to be a pretty tough game for Torpedo to win here. But at the same time, I feel they have enough burst damage, enough CC and lockdown in the composition here that they can actually fight back a bit here. It's just that overcoming this Zhong mountain will be the big thing. That's
the key, is figuring out exactly how to sort of counter the everything that Dcypher brings to the table. I think that they weren't prepared for it in game 2, and we are as states best of 5%. Best of 5, 1-1. All the players have loaded in. Again, since we got into the actual poll late, we're just going to go ahead and do this, and ta-da! We're into the game. No waiting. How magical is that? But again, Torpedo in the blue now. Or again, bottom side of your mini-map, left-hand side of your spectator UI, while Dcypher are running down the map from the top and the right, and it's going to be an interesting one. We do see, as you said, there is a Sylvanus support. Yeah, say don't be nice to him this time. And we do see First Blood going to NinjaBobat on the Pikachu. Last game at the very beginning, we saw Pikachu jumping right in front of GameHunter in the mid lane, and GameHunter said, alright, fine, whatever, walk away. And Torpedo said he's probably going to be doing it again, going to place a ward. Let's just 5-man walk up and kill him. Because, hey, it's the finals. There's like $5,000 on the line. You gotta take a chance here, and if you take chances like this, you can win games, and you cannot afford to be overextended and make mistakes like this. This is how Torpedo is going to walk away with this one. Now Dcypher, they're in a rough patch here after losing that one. Yeah, and
losing that kill.
Well, the big thing is that is First Blood gold going directly to NinjaBobat, meaning that he can start off with boots now and his potion of physical might. So it doesn't sound like much, but that means that he can now move just a little bit faster and rotate just a little bit faster, which adds up. So that means that he and GameHunter can be slightly faster in clearing out this camp, as well as he will be slightly faster to actually hitting level 2, and we're slightly faster hitting level 3, which is the more important part. And we will be seeing them, again, it should just be a bit of a snowball. That said, again, level 1 kills aren't worth as much as they used to be. So, it's not as snowbally as it used to be. However, First Blood, always important, even better when it's on your jungler. It's always going to be useful here, and especially if it gets NinjaBobat, those early rotations, those early kills, and definitely just easily secures these mid-camp fights for them. It's going to be able to be turned to something much, much bigger. It's all about what you turn your kills into, especially in this game, even when they're not worth as much early on. And now, so far, let's see what Bobat does with this kill. Definitely. So GameHunter, level advantage over Lofes right now. Again, partially because he does have that assist, but also it's a Hades. He's got significant early pressure over a Chronos, especially when that Chronos is behind Lofes, sitting at below half health, and has been for most of the time. And GameHunter will probably be looking to harass very, very heavily here, as we do see a rotation in from Bobat, and he looks like he will be trying something a little shenanigansy, as they might die. Waiting for a bait here. They do have a ward. He hasn't been spotted by the ward.
He hasn't been spotted by the ward, so Lofes is going to walk up. He's going to step back a bit. He doesn't want to get in the middle of the GameHunter train right here. But Bobat still just gets close enough here, throws down the hammer, double tap, spin going down. Can GameHunter close the gap and close the deal? No, not quite yet there. They're still just punishing Lofes absolutely right there, though. So, even with no kill, mission accomplished right there, sending him hurling back into base.
Definitely, and another thing is that because of the way that Hades heals, he heals everybody around him with his abilities, and so that means that it's not just, oh hey, healed myself, that's nice. It's nope. When I smack that down, I heal up for every single minion that's there, and I heal up myself and my teammates. We are going to see the Choo-Choo train over to the duo lane, and we will be seeing an attempted gank, but they will not find the Medusa. However, they do find a BigManTingz who is, well, going to be hurting quite a lot in numbers.
Yeah, it's going to hurt quite a bit here. As actually WolfofEloStreet makes the hurt start quite quickly here. Pikachu over the top, trying to find his way through. Bobat in quite a bit of trouble here, but will hammer his way out of this one. Now, the Pikachu a bit deep here. Moek completely detonates him with the heart bomb right there. Bushyyy gets a return kill, but is enough is a question. Darzer almost completely out of mana here, and Moek ready to brutalize a bit more here, but Bushyyy has more than enough damage if Moek wants to try to push forward, so there's no way for him trying to get forward. And yes, there is no Fender here, but there's a lacerating Medusa there rushing towards Moek at max speed.
Fair enough. So, but again, good pressure there, and Moek again taking advantage of his Cupidness, going, okay, I've got full stacks on my heart bomb, but I can also use it on my hearts and heal myself for a disgusting amount of sustain, as we do see him mezzing out Bushyyy, and Bushyyy is then also gets hit with that heart bomb that will stun him. Actually, no, it was not fully stacked. He was off by 1, I think, there, so he will be all right. As we see WolfofEloStreet come by, gonna give Moek a bit of sustain, and then once again, Moek's just gonna heal himself back from about half to 3/4 like it was nothing. And this is the chicanery that is Cupid. So we might be seeing some Cupid at Super Regionals if the meta from the top Challengers Cup teams has anything to show for what would be successful. Oh, solo lane.
Yeah, solo lane, the fight breaks down once again, and Ladon does connect it. Bobat finds another kill. Torpedo wants some serious revenge this game, and they're playing it hard. But now the Pikachu and Darzer are coming in from the side. Pikachu blinks in, but under and over goes GameHunter. However, he's right under the way towards the Pikachu's, well, fear no evil right there. Going to be completely blasted away with this one. Dcypher strike back a little bit, but is it enough is the question. 4-2 is the kill count. A 1,000 gold differential separates this team. But it's all about the experience right now.
Yeah, so experience at less than 500, less than 1,000. Again, both of those numbers not mattering too much. At 100, though, that is wave-to-wave numbers right there. So, and a single wave at that. So we are, oh, hello, they're going to go right through that train there, going to go hard onto BigManTingz. BigManTingz going to be in some trouble. We're going to see Korinyo, good usage there, but a good usage of that Wrath of Terror, but he is going to fall down. Maybe, actually, he's getting himself some heal. Korinyo can't quite find it, as we do see pressure, and we will be seeing a almost kill there by Pikachu, but Lofes is here for pain as he gets a double.
Right into the arms of Lofes right there as the heal. Well, the save, unfortunately, just condemned him right there. GameHunter waiting in the wings of Pillar of Agony. Can he claim the fight? Pikachu trying to keep him in position here, but GameHunter might get locked in and baited in. Darzer secures the kill onto GameHunter right there, and just like that, Dcypher bring things up to even, and now XP still dead even, gold dead even. This game sitting exactly where we expected to be.
XP is not dead even anymore. 1,500.
Not anymore, yeah. 1,500 in favor of Dcypher right now. And if they can take this one off, they can take it off towards another win possibly, but we're still only 5 minutes in. This is far, far from over target.
Indeed it is, and what the big thing that I want to do here is praise both of these teams. Both of these teams have been playing phenomenally today, and I also would like to just say, I will admit that actually Darzer is going to be in some trouble in the mid lane, but Bobat is out of mana, luckily for Darzer. But back in the early weeks, again, because I've been casting a run of production, oh, never mind, we already see Bobat in trouble. He's going to fall there to the Pikachu, and WolfofEloStreet and Korinyo will be all right, though. WolfofEloStreet, though, does not have his ultimate. Oh, good blink there by the Pikachu, and he will disengage. Maybe not, as we do see, oh, there's a Cupid ultimate as well. Fields of Love, more like Fields of Pain. And I just realized that we have Fields of Agony on the map right now.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Moek's GameHunter bring the combo to the table here. And once we start seeing it in full fashion here, it's going to be an almost inescapable. It is going to be an inescapable death trap, bar, beads, and a quick escape here. And it's going to force out so many escape tools, so many beads, and definitely your mobility ability, like your mobility talent if you have it set up here. So Torpedo, they've got one of the biggest traps in the game.
Indeed,
that you can lure somebody into.
Again, it's going to require that, of course, beads aren't up, but it's possible, especially in the earlier portions of the game, if they go for an early fight with a full rotation in the next 2 or 3 minutes. But as I was saying, really quickly, I just want to own up to the fact that back when Dcypher Esports was the Angry Pikachus, in the first couple weeks of the open bracket tournament, I saw them as a team of pretty good players that were being carried by Darzer. And I openly admit to the fact that that's what I used to think of them as, is that, well, I don't know how well they're going to do. You know, they seem to really just kind of rotate around their mid laner who does most of the carrying. Well, now they rotate around all 5 of the players because, as we can see and have seen today in particular, they all have an A game that is S tier.
I mean, they've all got something to bring to the table, especially Bushy when he starts this fight here. Through space and time, actually bringing even more to the party here is BigManTingz is going to join the action as well. Bushy getting bursted, and NinjaBobat, he's set up for this one. He goes straight for the action. Will spin to win to avoid the Wrath of Terra as well, picking up a kill and survival for the time being. Rooted out though as the Pikachu rounds the corner. Fear no evil goes down, but beads are immediate and immaculate as Moex tries to buy time and save, dashes away out the backside, and will escape here.
20
Dcypher
health.
show up, 20 health, and Dcypher unfortunately miss out on what could have been a massive swing of things as GameHunter takes the first tower of the game and secures a lead for Torpedo here. But Dcypher, they want something big. They want a gold here. They've got Darzer to buy them time. Bobat getting bursted down. He needs to run for his life here. GameHunter's here. He wants to fight over this one. He's going to get BigManTingz right there. Tries the ultimate up. It's so close. Will he get it? No! Dcypher secures the Gold Fury here as GameHunter still barely surviving. Darzer will finish off Korinyo, and GameHunter, well, he's the one on full health here. The Pikachu's the one who's barely surviving right now, and he's going to hunt down Lofes. Lofes is on the run. He's got almost nothing left, but he should make it out of safety, especially since the route from WolfofEloStreet is a bit too far away to secure.
Indeed, so good fight. That would have been unbelievable, and you probably would have broken a couple of people's headsets if GameHunter had been able to steal that Gold Fury with his Pillar of Agony. But it was still a good play, good attempt, and, you know, overall, as you said, with that, the tower that was taken, we saw a gold swing that went massively in favor of Torpedo. If we look at the graphs again, you know, they were up over 1,000 again in their favor, and then Dcypher says, "You're funny," and pull it back immediately to even. And so this game is ridiculous. I love it. And this is proof that these two teams really can go best of 7 probably, and we would still be going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So
I don't
luckily
think
they both get to go to relegation.
Good call.
So
I don't think a best of 7 of 40-minute games is a good call, but yeah, they both deserve this relegation spot here. And
somebody would probably die of a heart attack if we went that long. Definitely. But I'm saying that they are that close.
These two teams of relegation, so is they're close to each other here. Dcypher showed they're willing to scrap back, and they took a very decisive game last time around. Now Torpedo striking back here. WolfofEloStreet could be in a lot of trouble. They're getting bursted down, actually. Bushy sets this one up quite nicely, but the Fields of Love are set up. A 2-man catch with that through space and time as EloStreet kept them all grouped up here. Will sacrifice his life, but the question is, does his sacrifice buy anything? Bushy going to get collapsed upon by Bobat as Moex finds the double kill. Now Darzer in the zone. GameHunter also kills Lofes off to the side. We could see a cross-map via side, but unfortunately, Fear No Evil will prevent it as Korinyo gonna get taken out by the Pikachu right there. And Dcypher give as good as they get here. 2 for 3 exchange here. Dcypher on the losing end of that trade here, but looking to make up for it and make it a big win here as they try to take a buff. Want to get something extra here and something else, as that's all that really matters after these fights here. Pikachu picks up a purple buff, waits around the corner here, and just waiting for someone to try to respond to. Will smack Bobat right there. Smack him around a bit. The crit is good right there. Bobat's in a bad spot right here. Over the top he goes. Looks at the overhand smash, but you might have overcommitted a bit, Pikachu. Pikachu needs to find a way out. Does he have any escape? He has no fear, no evil. Only an overhand smash. Moex on a rampage right now.
So what I'm seeing is Cupid is actually really good, and this is actually a case where I've seen him be consistent with several people, so I actually feel comfortable saying go ahead and try it out in your ranked games, but make sure that you're good at Cupid before you do. It's not, you know, like one of those things where you see somebody pick something that's incredibly weird and totally throws everybody off guard. It apparently just threw me off guard. So, again, I had heard rumblings that Cupid was starting to make a comeback, but the sustain is ridiculous, and I'm loving it. It's showing that some of these build options suit him so well, and that's great. You know, he's showing, especially at this top level, you know, we're at 5-0-2 on Cupid, who's doing great. He's the only person on his team that's currently without a death, and over on Dcypher, the only person on their team without a death is 2-0-4 on the Zhong. So, Very even. You know, you've got the supports at 3 or 4 deaths each. The junglers, you know, okay, 1 and 3. And then the solo laners are 2, 2, and 2, or 2, 2, and 1. So again, incredibly close, and I'm loving it. Just how close this game is.
The big thing I want to point out here, Target, though, look at the line of, well, now, former line of Sentry Wards that has been set up by Torpedo. They had a very solid line of skirmish set up here. Now
Korinyo caught
in the wrong place, rides the portal, but BigManTingz was waiting in the wings for him, already ready to fire off a pretty big kill here. Darzer trapped inside a root and a stun right there, but a rock in a hard place won't keep him corralled for long. He's going to escape with no real effort at all. He's got 3 teamers to back him up, and no real easily delivered damage on the side of Torpedo right now. The solo fight is the big deal, though. GameHunter, 1 hit away from making this mess work here as Lopez. He's running low and on fumes, but GameHunter's got the teleport. GameHunter's got the escape. Out he goes to safety, and that's going to be a nice escape for him.
Indeed. So something to point out there, though. What caught my eye was Lopez was almost dead, popped his ultimate, reset it, and he's about 3/4 health, and GameHunter then pushed him back down again that low. The only reason that he left was, of course, the fact that, of course, you know, had his teammates coming, and so GameHunter was like, all right, bye! It was nice playing with you. I'm gonna go home. And a good teleport as well, so we will see a attempted rotation coming out from Korinyo. Korinyo looking to maybe chase TheBushyyy, as TheBushyyy was taken low, and that is going to be that, though Gold Fury up in 10 seconds. So I would not be surprised at all to see a fight over here, though GameHunter does have a Fear No Evil being used upon him, and I think he's okay with his death if his team can take the Gold Fury.
The question is, can they actually take it here? They're going to try to position themselves here, but Dcypher know exactly what would happen here. They've got so much control of this Gold Fury position here, and they've got a lot of ways to actually get their way over there. They've got so many major damage dealers on the side near the Gold Fury as well that it's too much of a risk to even go for it. Even though there was a 2-man rotation and a lot of cooldowns blown, it's going to take an actual full-on fight here as Bobat starts to clear out the ward. And I foresee the big dance, the Gold Fury tango, come up in the next few moments here as BigManTingz simply rewards his ward that fell down there and wards and wards and wards again. They're already ready to clear things out and keep things going.
Yep, and so it'll be very interesting to see where things go. Again, coming up on the 14-minute mark, gold 1.2-ish, approximately, thousand in favor of Dcypher. Experience, though, sitting at just shy of 4,000, so this is huge. And we do see some pressure over, though, in by this purple buff in the duo lane, and we are going to see double warding there coming out from Wolf and Mox, so slight miscommunication. But again, those things do matter at this level.
Yeah, they matter so much at this level and this point of the game here, as now Gold Fury, the tango begins in earnest here, and I don't think Torpedo has any idea. They know what's happened. They have to have some inkling here, but it might be a bit too late. Through space, some time comes on through. He's looking for it, but can they find
Torpedo, get it!
WolfofEloStreet tank. Torpedo gets the Gold Fury, but at what cost? The question, WolfofEloStreet going to fall with no ultimate available, and now Pillar of Agony comes on out. Mox finds the kill. They're looking for the
That's
second.
2 for 1.
GameHunter will fall in the end, though. Lopez spins about and rolls back into things. Korinyo so low. No man. He puts on his shoe, but a double for Mox. Now Lopez trying to fight back. It's a 1v1, but I don't think Mox can fight it out here. Bobat wins his fight in the back line and escapes as well. We're going to see a very close fight, but Torpedo come out ahead in the end ever so slightly. But if Lopez finds his kill, it could be big for him. He gets the stun, gets the timer, gets the killing spree right there. 4 for 4, but the Gold Fury goes the way of Torpedo. And what a steal out of WolfofEloStreet.
So that gold difference, again, this massive swing back in favor of Torpedo, and then those kills kind of even things back out just a little bit. Experience, same thing. So again, if we hit F6 and take a look at this chart, you know, these 2 giant blue dots for 4 kills each, and then there's a Gold Fury in there somewhere, because that did also fall. So this is huge. This game is just so insanely... Uh-oh, there's a Thor here. He gets the stun off. Does he get the double tap? He does, but the stun misses from Lopez, and we are going to see this Anvil of Dawn.
Yeah,
Lopez does not have his ultimate either, so...
Oh, he doesn't have the juke shoes, though, and Lopez makes his way out of this one. Now Bobat hunting him down, but, well, we've got Pikachu for the backup. And preemptive beat will buy the kill there for Bobat. Securing this one, now Bobat wants to fight the Pikachu, but Pikachu's got way too much crit damage. And now here we go, Wrath of Terror, before GameHunter can fire off the damage. Bobat bleeding out and bleeding fast, pulled in, locked out. Can they get it is the question. Healed up, but Pikachu finds a Pillar of Agony. Starting things off, the Vortex will set the tone of this fight here as Pikachu on the run, but Hunter, well, he's living up to his name here, beats the CDR, he gets the kill, locks him down, and BigManTingz likely to fall down next here. The Unstable Vortex will miss, but there's still plenty of damage to be thrown out here. And there's a GameHunter. The party is set and the stage is finished. Korinyo gets the kill on the BigManTingz here. And an intense fight finally ends going the way of Torpedo right there.
See, I was going to say that that's now 5 for 4 if it had just been one last kill, but because that led into a whole extra set of trades, I'm now calling that a completely separate fight that went complete. So there was that first fight, which was in favor of Torpedo because of Gold Fury, and then that fight that just occurred is in favor of Torpedo because of, well, just raw kills, and we do see Darzer trying to provide a little bit of pressure. But he was able to steal his own speed buff back. GameHunter oh so low. He will be able to disengage, and WolfofEloStreet is here just in case he needs to get a little bit of a boost, but he will be all right. Mid lane pressure is there as the first tower of, mid lane falls. Second tower of the game is Korinyo ulting over to mid lane, and they decide that Lofes is not long for this world, but he does have his ultimate available and does make it back out the other side. Anvil of Dawn going to be going up onto Thor. Where does he go is the question.
Yeah, but now the cavalry has arrived on both sides. It's going to be a risky battle, but Bobat will simply tempt himself away from the action. No, you don't want to fight this one just yet here. A lot of cooldowns that need returning, and a lot of people that need to be in position here, but they're grouped up around the tower, ready to set up a defense here. They've got the Field of Love tapped and available just now. A two-man Wrath of Terror sets things up, but Bobat is able to simply keep himself safe and sound. Fields of Love go down, but GameHunter starts the Pillar of Agony on a 3 right there. He's not going to live long enough though, but Moek still finds the kill. 1-for-1 trade so far in this fight here, as the rest of Torpedo will be returning here. As long as Dcypher aren't able to get this tower, then it will be an okay trade for Torpedo. But Lofes, he's such a threat right now, putting in so much damage into these front lines. Torpedo, though, still keeping this tower safe. Darzer will return fire, maybe steal this one away for good, but Korinyo right around the corner, waiting in the wings, will keep his speed buff safe for now. Hand it over cleanly to NinjaBobat.
Here comes the aggression, though. Moek's going to go on to Bushy. He is going to get the not the bird bomb, heart bomb off. No, oh! And it hits! And Moex is going to finish that off, but a beautiful through space and time is going to do tons of damage. Moex is going to... Did he Aegis there? He did, and then there was also the save of that Solar Blessing. Not Solar Blessing, that's Ra. Is it Solar Blessing? Khepri's ultimate. Scarab's Blessing. There we go. It's an S. It's got Blessing. They're gods of the sun. It's confusing. But no, good. Well played there. So again, as Shadow Boy likes to say, cooldowns are meant to be used, and both the Aegis and also the ultimate there from Khepri providing Moex with opportunities to disengage. And now we are seeing Torpedo starting to well, okay, experience is still within a 1,000, but experience sitting, or no, gold 1,500, experience 700. This is insane. It was 4,000 experience not too long ago in favor of Dcypher, and now it's back to almost even.
It's back to almost even, and that's going to be the important thing here. They've got to really fight this one out here, and both sides showing just how dedicated they are towards this win. We're only in Game 3 target, and whoever wins this, all they're going to do is win one more game, and they're taking the victory here. But I honestly foresee this going the full 5 at this point here, as if anything is predicted by these previous games, that's honestly the best way to go here, is now GameHunter simply getting a bit aggressive against his opponent. He does have backup on the side of Lofes, though. Here we go. Pikachu tosses down the Fear No Evil. GameHunter getting bursted here. Does fire off the Pillar of Agony for the extra protection, and simply dips away as soon as his, well, Death from Below comes up, but it's not going to matter. Pikachu holds his everything, ready to land as soon as that one went off. Now, actually dueling with Bobat right here, as Bobat landed on him with the Anvil of Dawn. Pikachu gets the backup, gets the healing. Bobat on the run and needs to escape the situation before it gets any more dire.
Mid lane.
He will get out the back here. Fight's far from done, though. Across the map, everybody wants to brawl with each other, brawl along this wall here, as pulled into the port will be JustLofes. Rooted out as well. Korinyo looking for the vortex. We'll find he gets so low on Lofes, but the ultimate goes off in time, and there just wasn't enough damage from Korinyo. One more hit, any bit more of debuff or anything on him would have secured the thing.
And Boots would have done it.
Just how close this is. This is a game won by inches at this point, and we're finally going to see the first tower be taken in favor of Dcypher Esports here. 2 are taken away from Torpedo right here, but Dcypher finally take their first one. However, Moex responds to kill of his own.
80 health. 80 health on Moex there. The only reason he won was because he was under tower. His tower doing work, obviously attacking Bushy as Bushy was diving him, but well, he's got a tower to help out there. So he will survive that fight. WolfofEloStreet and GameHunter say, no, you don't get a Gold Fury for free. No withdrawals today. NinjaBobat coming down from above saying, I'm the police, you don't take that. Pillar of Agony as well, because again, if you've been to a bank, you know how that feels. And we will see Lopez finish on Korinyo, but GameHunter will take out Darzer as well. And now the fight does continue. We do see Fear No Evil though, and Bobat is in some trouble, but there's the Scarab's Blessing. Bobat going to finish off Lopez as GameHunter continuing to press forward. Pikachu at half health. The fear does come through, but it does not do much more. We hear Cupid back here with the hearts and the donations, and it seems that now Torpedo will start up the Gold Fury, as most of the members of Dcypher do back, and no ultimates are online for anyone who is alive.
This is all but guaranteed here, unless Pikachu makes a miracle happen. This is the Gold Fury going the way of Torpedo, and just like that, they've pulled in a fairly solid lead here. XP difference finally climbs up. 3,000 gold in the lead now is Torpedo Esports here, as Dcypher, well, it just got a little bit rough for them, but still, it's not an insurmountable differential just yet here. And I foresee a lot of firing back from here, as the Fire Giant gonna be the big objective in this next 3 minutes or so.
Definitely dueling. We do see a little bit of poke, but nothing too crazy. But again, you know, who hasn't been beaten up when they've gone to the bank before? You know, I'm sure everybody's looked at their bank account and gone, oh, that hurts, at some point in their lives. So, that said, we will see a bit of backing off here from both sides. We will be seeing Moex. How much gold are you sitting on? Golden Hand. Not quite enough for that Executioner, so in a wave or two, we'll be seeing him back to finish that off most likely. He's got plenty of sustain, though, so he's alright. He is arguably behind Medusa, even though he's ahead of her in gold. He's gone a little bit deeper into the actives, and then he went for that bridge item Iqval before the Executioner, so he's not able to start into his crit just yet, which means that the next half an item or so will be a little bit awkward because he will be behind while she's getting critical hits and he's just getting that Executioner going. Again, it's not a bad thing because the Iqval will be there to reduce some of the power, but it's still something that he and his teammates need to be aware of, as we do see that Fields of Love coming through. Moex getting taken down very low, though, by both the Acid Spray and that Stone Gaze. Bushyyy going to get rooted out, and there's the Heart Bomb. Moex going to finish him off once again. Now 11, 1, and 3 is that level 20 Cupid, 2 levels ahead of Medusa right now. But EloStreet is in some trouble, as he is in the wrong part of town with 4 members of the enemy team are right on top of him.
Yeah, both sides in trouble. WolfofEloStreet actually not going to be taken down too much. He will get pulled in here, but now he's got reinforcement. And Ladon from above. Darzer going to be locked down. Fear No Evil will buy him time and safety here as he begins to channel up here. But at the same time, Pillar of Agony comes out as well. Darzer gonna get taken down by GameHunter as that first big kill here. Now BigManTingz next to fall. Korinyo picks it up here. Time Rift doing so much work though from JustLofes. They've gotta lock him down as fast as they can. Heart Bomb comes out here. Scarab's Blessing to get that extra boost of stat right there and to prevent Lopez from going full burst mode. But he teleports back wrong side of town. Bursted down. Moex picks up the kill, and Torpedo going 4 for nothing right here. An all but guaranteed tower. They're getting 2 for sure right here. Maybe more, as they've got 20-second death timers, 15 left on BigManTingz, 40 on Lopez, and 15 on Darzer. Things are gonna get rough for Dcypher now, as the gold lead grows to at least 7,000 here.
Yeah, we are going to see an engagement coming out here from, well, everybody, as GameHunter will finish off the Bushyyy once again. Again, you can't come up against a team that is this communicative one at a time.
That's going to be a guaranteed Phoenix. You cannot get this close while being alone and in the dark. BigManTingz going to be evaporated, falling for that mistake right there, as if the tank didn't even exist right there. Pikachu trying to split push, but at what cost? You can't really pull that one off. Now Torpedo in your base and actually might take your Titan here. This could be the end, but Pikachu trying to make it happen. Lopez does rejoin the party as well. They can force the disengage here, but the Titan gets taken down to half. Overhead smash will push back GameHunter. The chase is still afoot, but GameHunter heals back up so much right there. Dcypher buying time and safety for now. Pikachu got the split push going, but lost his Phoenix, and his Titan took so much damage there. It will heal back up, but at the same time, Torpedo looking incredibly strong in this current game.
That's just it. Is that both of these teams incredibly good. Mechanics are almost perfect. Torpedoes, however, Torpedo has slightly, again, very slightly, hence the incredibly close games and incredibly close series, slightly better communication and slightly better positioning. Torpedo, when they see a player that they want to die, it says, okay, Darzer, kill him, and he's gone. BigManTingz, kill him, gone. There's none of this, oh, do we want to kill him or him? Doesn't matter. It's whoever the shot caller is my guess, is probably saying so-and-so's dead, and they just die. It's insane how good the communication, or apparent communication, or shot calling, or whatever it is for Torpedo is, and how synergistic they are. And again, you know, the majority of them, I think all of them actually were on Night's Watch together, and a lot of these guys have been playing together in some form, even if it is just in houses and scrims, for literally years.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of team that has the experience and they know exactly what to do with it here. But Dcypher Esports, even without that joy, they can put up a good scrap as well.
Totally.
They just gotta stop. Making them like the little mistakes, like walking ever so slightly close to position like that. These are things that get eaten up by these teams here. And now JustLofes going to actually be in that wrong position here. Will ulti away to safety as Anvil the Dawn is up and ready. Dcypher going to split things up as we see the Fear No Evil come on out here. The fight fully breaking out in full, but unfortunately there's no real follow. Pikachu gonna be on the backside and on the out of this fight. As you will see, a little bit of stun coming up from Chronos here. Time Rip's gonna detonate here. But unfortunately, nobody gonna be caught inside the fields of love here. Bushy getting evaporated here. He's got almost no health left. WolfofEloStreet, though, is the first to fall to Pikachu here. Trapped in the backside of that wall is GameHunter as Darzer picks up that kill. And Dcypher turning this fight around quite nicely now. Torpedo needs to back off of it. The Hammer Sling will connect, but not doing too much damage. These members are getting incredibly tanky right now. 3/4 health has been taken away from most of the members here. Lopez down to barely anything, but Korinyo down to nothing right there. And Darzer will get nice and healed up thanks to BigManTingz. So Dcypher get a great series of kills right after the Fire Giant. Unfortunately, they still got an angry Moex ready to fight them. They're going to try to bait him around the corner, but instead, there's lanes to be pushed, people to be killed, and minions to be slaughtered here as there's money on the line. Pikachu goes in deep, pull, not gonna land though, but over the top he goes, blinking forward. Pikachu wants to find Moex here. If they get this, this could be huge, but the Fear No Evil not enough here. The Titan for Dcypher is under attack, and somebody's got to defend it as Darzer and Friend show up around the corner. They're looking to push on through here, and now they should be able to secure this tower for free here as Torpedo don't want to fight it out. It's not worth defending it. It's not worth defending a tier 1 tower if you want to risk losing something here. There's just too much dive on Dcypher and a risk fighting under it.
And they're significantly ahead in the tower game. They've still got that Phoenix over in the dual lane that, you know, that we just saw, we heard it, you know, Dcypher's tower is under attack. Titan is under attack. Well, yeah, because that lane's pushed up so far. But there was a great example of how Dcypher is incredibly close to the same level of shot calling as Torpedo. Torpedo, slightly out of place. Again, tiniest mistake that most teams probably couldn't punish, except for, again, maybe an SPL level team, which is why these guys are top 2 guaranteed relegation fights.
This is where you have to play it, though. If you want to be in this relegation, you've got to play at that SPL level. You've got to at least be better than the bottom tier if you want to get in here. And this is why it's so important to not make these mistakes that will be punished by these SPL quality teams. And right now, these teams are showing they can punish them. They just got to work on not making them right there. These tiny, tiny mistakes here. And Dcypher going to be punished for that one here as Torpedo now pushing on through. They've got the Fire Giant here just due to a few seconds of being out of place from Dcypher right there. And now it's their game to lose. They're fully Fire Gianted up as a 5-man squad. There's 1 man down for Dcypher here, and this could be big. It's going to take a perfect defense from Dcypher to win this game out at this point. As Torpedo, they're grouped up around the Phoenix, looking to take another Phoenix as one of them respawned here. They took the right side one as well, and now things are getting incredibly dangerous here, Target.
This is a huge fight. Beautiful Fear No Evil right there onto them. Korinyo is able to get through that with a Beads, and Portal then going to turn around, use through his time. Beautiful Stone Gaze, though. WolfofEloStreet going to put his ultimate onto himself. He is going to die and then reset right there, and he is going to manage to get out of there with the abduct. But there comes GameHunter into the backside. Beautiful Pillar of Agony, but the Aegis is real, and he does fall, but Moex is going to finish off Pikachu, and Lopez finally getting GameHunter there.
That's exactly what he did, though. He did exactly what his job was. Now Moex is a little bit in danger, but they can't quite fully dive him. Pulled in, though, is Moex. He escapes at the backside as NinjaBobat joins the party. A double for Moex was good right there, as now Bobat looks to find one of his own. Just not going to be shown up by his teammate. A double for Bobat as well, as Darzer picks up one more victim. 2 for 4 right there in favor of Torpedo as they push down this tower. Look towards the Phoenix, look towards the sky, and look towards the Titan. There's minion wave clashing in all around the map, and there's a fire coming in from the right side here. This is going to be big for Torpedo here. They've still got Fire Giant sitting on their 3 key members, and now that the wave arrives, Lopez, he can't even risk getting close to this fight here. He knows what would happen if he even steps up. The Phoenix melt. There's just so much damage. They're just going to ride the portal through with this minion wave. Lopez trapped. Lopez down. This could be a good game. BigManTingz is back up here. The Dia side is good. He's the only one left to defend here, but Pikachu's right around the corner. The damage just isn't quite there for the Titan. but they're still trying to find it.
Label's
It's
up.
down to half. Fear No Evil is available here as BigManTingz buying it, but GameHunter teleporting in. He's here and ready to fight here. Pikachu picks up a kill as GameHunter goes in. He takes out BigManTingz. On the back line is Pikachu, harassing everybody, keeping his minion waves out, but the firemen still make their way into the base here. Titan down to half and below it, falling even deeper here. Fields of Love will split them away from the Titan. And finally, just like that, after a close game, Torpedo will take down Dcypher in Game 3 to pull the series to a 2-1 lead in their favor.
I'm loving it. I really am. This is beautiful. And Torpedo 2-1 going into game number 4, which means that Dcypher's going to have to win to force it to game 5, which, I mean, they won game 2, so why not win game 4? And this is just, it's insane, and it's beautiful, and I love it. And these teams, I'm not even sure if it comes down to picks or the tiniest little mistakes or a combination of both, but because both of these drafts
It's a
that
little
I'm
bit of
seeing,
both.
exactly.
The drafts were good here, but
Exactly.
with these tiny little mistakes, like stepping ever so slightly out of position here, a lot of things you would maybe get away with against different teams here, but if you're ever slightly out of position, if you're just within range of an ability, or even within blink range, alone,
You're gone.
it's very likely you're going to die, especially when there's a 5-man push ongoing.
The one
And
thing,
these teams have both making mistakes here, but unfortunately, again, Torpedo was so on point with their calls and just made a little bit less than them that they managed to walk away with this one. This is going to be a game decided by the tiniest little details, Target. This is going to be a series that ends in that kind of way.
totally. I mean, 37-27. All right, that's kind of big, but again, towards the end, you see a bit of a snowball just because of the last, couple minutes, and just, okay, we're killing you as we kill the Titan. We're killing you. We're killing the Titan, etc. Looking in the assist line, though, this is the important part. 89 assists on the side of Torpedo compared to 51. So Torpedo's willingness and need to cooperate so much on every single kill is what I think helped them win that game more than anything else. And if they can keep that up in game 4, then they'll take this in 4 games. Otherwise, I think that there is certainly a possibility for Dcypher to once again come back and force that 5th game. So we'll be right back. I know that we both probably need a little bit more water, and then also we need to get the teams ready to go for picks and bans for game number 4. Don't go anywhere. You really don't want to miss this. Go tell your friends. Go tweet about it right now. Twitch.tv/SmiteGame. You all know you're here. This is some of the craziest Smite I have seen in a long time. So we will see you all in just a few minutes. Seriously, get everybody in here that you can. You don't want to miss this.